The White House is pushing ahead on a bold agenda despite some Republicans not being on board. I spoke with Congressman Ken Buck earlier. Take a listen. President Trump going after the Freedom Caucus, tweeting today, quote, "The Freedom Caucus will hurt the entire Republican agenda. If they don't get on the team and fast, we must fight them and Dems in 2018. Joining me now is House Freedom Caucus member, Congressman Ken Buck from Colorado. Sir, thank you for joining the show today. What's your reaction to that tweet?
Well, I don't think it was helpful. I think whenever you put a group of people in the same category, you start getting people that become defensive. I was in favor of the health care bill. A number of Freedom Caucus members were in favor of the health care bill. Another of moderates were opposed to the health care bill, and it's certainly not the fault of the Freedom Caucus that this hasn't moved forward.
But you can feel the frustration, can't you? I mean, I think a lot of people out there who voted for Republicans of all types probably feel the frustration, too.
Absolutely. And each of us comes from a different district with different priorities, and we're trying to bring those priorities to the table and represent the American people the best we can. And what we need is a better process and support to get this done, not taking shots at each other.
So what does that mean? I mean, what's the first thing that you would want to do differently so that people can come together and get something done on the right?
Well, in hindsight, if this had been rolled out earlier, if we had more time to build consensus in the country, I think that there are negotiations going on, and I think that the best thing that can happen is that the people involved in the negotiations don't go to the press every time something goes right or goes wrong, and work together at the table to make sure that this happens. It's important to the American people.
What's it like right now? I mean, are you getting closer to agreeing on things? I mean, let's talk first about health care. Is there any progress?
Absolutely, there's progress. I am not involved in the negotiations. There are a few members of the moderate group called the Tuesday Group. There are a few members of the House Freedom Caucus meeting with leadership, talking about the issues. There may be a resolution in terms of bringing other issues to votes that are important to each side. But I think there's absolutely progress being made, and I hope it results in a bill at some point in April, maybe before the April break or maybe after, where we can send something to the Senate and move this legislation forward.
Yeah, the viewers of our show are probably most focused on tax reform. Are you closer to agreement on tax reform, would you say, than you were on health care?
I think the focus right now is on health care. I don't think the details of the tax reform package have been brought to either side at this point. So we have to figure out exactly how much savings we create in the health care bill to know what sort of tax reform bill we're going to have.
Good luck to you. We're all watching and hoping. Congressman Ken Buck, thank you.